Hey there, superhero aficionados. Welcome back to the channel where we geek out over all things comics and beyond. Today, we're tackling a colossal question that's been buzzing in the comic community for ages. What would happen if Marvel's Hyperion squared off against DC's Superman? Imagine the spectacle, two of the most powerful beings from their respective universes clashing in an epic battle. Who would reign supreme? Grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's dive deep into this superpowered showdown. The legacy of Superman. First up, we've got the one and only Superman. Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster in 1938, Superman is the original superhero, the template from which all others have sprung. He's not just a character, he's an icon, a symbol of hope, and an enduring part of our cultural fabric. Over 80 years of history have solidified his place in comics, films, TV shows, and even radio programs back in the day. He's the guy who set the bar for heroism with his unwavering moral compass and commitment to justice. From his humble beginnings in Action Comics, #1 to blockbuster movies, Superman has been inspiring generations. Whether it's his incredible powers or his everyday persona as Clark Kent, he's relatable and aspirational all at once. Who hasn't dreamt of flying or having super strength? The emergence of Hyperion. On the flip side, we've got Hyperion from Marvel Comics. Debuting in The Avengers, #69 in 1969, Hyperion was Marvel's way of exploring the Superman archetype within their own universe. Initially introduced as part of the villainous Squadron Sinister, he was a deliberate homage, or maybe playful jab, at Superman. But here's where it gets interesting. There are multiple versions of Hyperion across Marvel's vast multiverse. From heroes to anti-heroes to outright villains, each brings a unique twist to the character. This multiplicity allows Marvel to delve into different narratives, making Hyperion a fascinating counterpart to Superman. Whether it's Earth 712's Mark Milton or the more ruthless King Hyperion, these variations add depth and complexity. It's like Marvel said, why have one Hyperion when you can have a dozen? And honestly, we're here for it. Origins and backstories. Time to dig into their origins. Superman's origin. Born as Kal-El on the dying planet Krypton, his parents Jor-El and Lara sent him to Earth to save him from their planet's impending doom. He crash-landed in Smallville, Kansas, where he was found and raised by the loving Kents, Jonathan and Martha. Growing up as Clark Kent, he was instilled with strong moral values and a sense of responsibility. Discovering his incredible powers, he decided to use them for the betterment of humanity, becoming Superman. It's a classic tale of nature and nurture, with Clark's earthly upbringing shaping him into the hero we all know and love. Who knew that a farm in Kansas could produce such an icon? Hyperion's origin. Hyperion's backstory varies, but let's focus on Earth 712's Mark Milton. Like Superman, he was the last Eternal of his universe, sent to Earth as a child. Raised by a human father, he adopted the name Marcus Milton. Discovering his extraordinary abilities, he chose to protect his new home, becoming Hyperion. Other versions include the Avenger from Earth 13034, who survived the collapse of his universe and joined the Avengers on Earth 616. Despite the differences, the core theme remains: an outsider embracing humanity and striving to make a difference. It's a compelling narrative that resonates across versions. Powers and abilities comparison. Now, let's get to the juicy stuff, their powers. Superman's powers. Super strength, lifting anything from cars to entire planets. Super speed. Faster than a speeding bullet? Absolutely. Invulnerability. Impervious to most physical harm. Bullets, explosions, you name it. Flight. Soaring through the skies like it's nobody's business. Heat vision. Intense beams that can cut through nearly anything. Super breath. Capable of freezing objects or creating powerful gusts of wind. X-ray vision and super hearing. Sees through objects, except lead, and hears cries for help from miles away. Solar energy absorption. Powers up from Earth's yellow sun. Hyperion's powers. Super strength and durability. On par with Superman, he's lifted skyscrapers and taken blows from the Hulk. Super speed. Extremely fast, though perhaps not quite at Superman's level. Flight. Yep, he's got that covered too. Atomic vision. Similar to heat vision but with atomic energy. It's like laser beams on steroids. Cosmic energy manipulation. Can absorb and manipulate cosmic rays, giving him an edge in energy-based attacks. Regenerative healing factor. Heals from injuries at a remarkable rate. Cuts and bruises are just minor inconveniences. Enhanced senses. Superior sight and hearing, sometimes even more acute than Superman's. Their powers are remarkably similar, making a head-to-head comparison all the more exciting. It's almost like they're reflections in a multiversal mirror. Weaknesses and limitations. Even the strongest have their vulnerabilities. Superman's weaknesses. Kryptonite. Radioactive fragments from Krypton that can weaken or even kill him. Those green rocks are his ultimate nemesis. Magic. Magical forces can bypass his invulnerability. Sorcerers like Shazam can give him a run for his money. Red sun radiation. Drains his powers, rendering him essentially human. Under a red sun, he's just Clark Kent. Moral code. His refusal to kill or harm innocents can be exploited by cunning foes. Hyperion's weaknesses. Argonite radiation. In some versions, similar to Kryptonite's effect on Superman. Energy depletion. Prolonged exertion can drain his energy reserves, requiring a recharge. Psychological factors. Some versions struggle with identity and purpose, affecting their performance. Variable morality. Depending on the version, his ethical stance can be a weakness or a strength. Understanding these weaknesses adds another layer to our hypothetical showdown. It's not just about brute strength, but also about strategy and exploiting vulnerabilities. Moral codes and personalities. Let's peek into their minds and hearts. Superman's morality. Raised with strong ethical values, Superman is the epitome of altruism. He believes in justice, fairness, and the inherent goodness of people. His actions are guided by a strict moral code, making him a beacon of hope. He's the guy who would rather sacrifice himself than let innocents get hurt. Hyperion's ethics. This varies widely. Some Hyperions are noble heroes, much like Superman, fighting for justice and protecting the innocent. Others, like King Hyperion, are ruthless conquerors who've decimated entire worlds. This moral ambiguity makes him an unpredictable character, adding complexity to his actions and decisions. It's like dealing with either a guardian angel or a vengeful god, depending on the day. Their differing moral codes could significantly impact how they'd approach a conflict with each other. Superman might seek a peaceful resolution, while Hyperion's response could range from cooperation to outright aggression. Major story arcs and feats. Now for some epic moments. Superman's feats. The death of Superman, his battle with Doomsday is legendary. He gave everything to stop the unstoppable, showcasing his heroism. All-star Superman, facing his mortality, he performs 12 labors to better the world. It's a profound exploration of his character. Universe-saving acts. From preventing cosmic disasters to altering timelines, Superman has done it all. Hyperion's feats. Squadron Supreme explores the ethical dilemmas of using power to enforce peace, delving into complex moral territory. Battles with Marvel heavyweights. He's held his own against the likes of Thor and the Hulk, proving his might. Multiversal conflicts. In Secret Wars, Hyperion fights to save realities, highlighting his importance on a cosmic scale. These stories highlight their immense power and the impact they have on their worlds. It's not just about punching bad guys but making tough choices. Teams and alliances. Teamwork makes the dream work. Superman's teams. Justice League, founding member and key leader, working alongside Batman, Wonder Woman, and others. Team-ups. From Green Lantern to The Flash, he's collaborated with countless heroes. Mentoring roles. Guides younger heroes like Supergirl and Superboy, shaping the next generation. Hyperion's teams. Squadron Supreme. Often a leader or central figure, their dynamics explore the challenges of superpowered governance. Avengers membership. Joined forces with Earth's mightiest heroes, bringing his strength and experience. Complex team dynamics. His variable morality can cause tension, leading to intriguing storylines. Their alliances show how they interact within their universes, affecting their growth and the stories they're part of. Cultural impact and legacy. Beyond comics, their influence is profound. Superman's impact. Global icon, recognized worldwide as a symbol of hope. The shield is synonymous with heroism. Media presence, countless movies, shows, and merchandise. Actors like Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill have brought him to life on the big screen. Inspirational figure. Encourages ideals of good over evil, inspiring real-life acts of kindness and bravery. Hyperion's impact. Narrative exploration. Offers Marvel's take on the Superman archetype, allowing for unique storytelling. Thematic depth. Explores complex issues like power, responsibility, and morality. Cult following. Appreciated by fans for his multifaceted character and the philosophical questions he raises. Both have left indelible marks on the superhero genre, influencing how stories are told and how characters are developed. Theoretical showdown scenarios. Let's imagine the epic battle. Battlefield. A neutral dimension to avoid collateral damage. Maybe orchestrated by a cosmic entity for their own amusement. Powers collide. Heat vision versus atomic vision, a spectacular display of energy. Their punches send shockwaves across galaxies. Strategies. Superman tries to understand and reason before escalating. He's all about finding a peaceful solution. Hyperion, depending on the version, might be more aggressive or equally willing to find common ground. Weaknesses exploited. Superman risks cosmic rays or magical interference. Hyperion could tire from prolonged battle or be swayed by moral dilemmas. Possible outcome. They might fight to a stalemate before realizing they're being manipulated, leading to a team-up against a greater threat. Now that's a crossover I'd love to see. Fan perspectives and debates. Fans have a lot to say. Team Superman points to his experience, vast array of powers, and unwavering morals. Team Hyperion highlights his raw power, cosmic abilities, and unpredictable nature. Online discussions, forums and social media buzz with theories, fan art, and passionate debates. Creators' insights. Writers often suggest that such a battle would depend on the storyline and who's penning it. At the end of the day, it's all about celebrating these amazing characters. The debates bring fans together, fostering a vibrant community. So, who takes the crown? It's hard to say definitively. Both Superman and Hyperion are incredibly powerful, with strengths and weaknesses that could tip the scales either way. What's clear is that their stories continue to inspire and entertain us, offering different perspectives on heroism and power. Whether you're Team Supes or Team Hyperion, one thing's for sure, we're lucky to have such compelling characters to dive into. And maybe the real victory lies in the discussions and connections we make along the way. But I want to hear from you. Who do you think would win, and why? Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for joining me on this super deep dive. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more superhero content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Got thoughts on this epic matchup? Drop them in the comments below, I can't wait to read them. Until next time, stay super, my friends.